everyone. Welcome to Amber's Awfully Awesome Art. I'm Amber and I'm so excited to be sharing my fluid art journey with you all. And I hope that it encourages you and motivates you to start your own journey because it has been an absolute blast for me. Today, and for the next couple of videos, I will be demonstrating my absolute favorite fluid art technique, which is the Shelee Art Bloom Technique. Today, we will be making a set of coasters on 4x4 tiles, and I will show you the pouring medium that I use to mix my paints and pigments along with the right consistency. I will link all of my ingredients along with my recipes down in the description box, and I will also let y'all know where you can purchase these amazing items. So without further ado, let's get started. The pouring medium that I use for my blooms is 3 parts Valspar High Gloss Base C Untinted, available at Lowe's. It is a Lowe's brand, to 1 part Varathene triple thick clear gloss varnish. Make sure it is water-based. It is available either at Home Depot or Ace Hardware. I add this to my paints and my pigments and make sure that it leaves a 2 to 3 second trace, which I will show you. For my pigments, I first wet them with Josanya varnish to a thick paste consistency, almost like a tomato paste consistency. And then I will add my pouring medium and make sure that when I mix it, it leaves a 2 to 3 second trace. And I will have all of this linked in the description box. Another important aspect of the bloom technique is your cell activator. Your cell activator gives the beautiful lacing and cells in your blooms. Your cell activator consists of 3 parts Australian Floetrol to 1 part acrylic paint. Opaque acrylic paints work best as your cell activator paint. The most common paint colors used are Amsterdam Titanium White and Amsterdam Lamp Black. As you advance in this technique, you will be able to use other colors in your cell activator. Paint brand does matter for the cell activator and the Shelee Art Bloom technique in general. I will be talking more about the Shelee Art Bloom E-Course later on in this video and how beneficial it is to sign up, because the course outlines the different brands and materials that you can use that will fit your needs. Here is an image of the Australian Floetrol bottle and the Amsterdam Titanium White and Lamp Black paints that I will be using in my cell activator. All of these products, along with the amazing This Little Piggy pigments that I use, are available conveniently at fluid-art.co. I will have the website listed down below in the description box. Okay, let's get started with our coasters. Here are the 4x4 tiles that I'm using. I have taped them with frog tape in the back. I get these from Floor & Decor, and they are the Festival brand. My spinner I bought from the amazing artist Jessica Winterstrom, and I will link her website along with her YouTube channel in the description box. She is amazing with bloom swipes, so highly recommend checking her out. I normally cover this with either foil or saran wrap, but today I will be using my Fluid Art Co. mat, which will work just fine. And now I am layering my tile with my pillow paint. As the name suggests, it acts as a pillow for my paints and pigments to spread out on. I use the PPG Multi-Pro Eggshell White and Pastel Base, and I get this from Home Depot. And now I will layer my first layer of paint. It is Amsterdam Greenish Blue, and there is my consistency. It's leaving about a 2 to 3 second trace in my container. So I am layering that now. There's no right way to place your puddles. Just make sure they're kind of in the center. My next layer is This Little Piggy pigment Lakeside. These are available at fluid-art.co. These pigments are amazing, and we call them Piggies for short, and Piggies are the only pigments that I use in my blooms or any other fluid art technique. My next layer is golden acrylic, dioxazine purple. As you can see, it is a very rich, nice purple color. So that is my third layer. Followed by the dioxazine purple is this little Piggy pigment, Deja Vu. Now this is a neon pigment, and it doesn't have any shimmer in it. And it's also part of their new colors that just came out a couple of weeks ago. And I just thought it was really pretty, and I had to have it. My last layer is golden acrylic, Quinacredone Magenta. And this will be the layer underneath my cell activator. I always use a tube paint underneath my cell activator. It gives better cells in my opinion. And now I am placing my black cell activator in the center of my puddle. And I use about a quarter size amount. You don't need much. And I will blow down into the cell activator to spread it out. But first, here I am popping some bubbles with my mandala stenciling tool, because you cannot use a torch in this technique. The paints and materials are flammable. So I will blow down into my cell activator, as I mentioned, and I will do what is called a circular petal blow. I will actually blow petals out like a flower. So I spread out my cell activator because you don't want to be stuck with a lot of the black or white cell activator in the center. It just won't look nice. So here I am blowing as much as I can. Some people also may use a hair dryer or a blowing tool or even a straw. But you want to make sure you don't blow too hard, because you don't want to bleed into your pillow paint, because then you'll have the white come up. Now I will blow some spots with my straw so I can spread that cell activator around to get more cells. And I will wait a minute before I start to spin, because I want the cells to develop. And now I will give this a good spin in one direction. And then you always want to make sure you you spin in the opposite direction as well, so that your spreading is even. Make sure you spin off enough paint, because if you leave a lot of paint on there and don't spin enough off, in the drying process, it may cause cracking and crazing, and you don't want that in your project. It's just not salvageable. So here I am giving it a good spin. As you see, I'm spinning it in both directions. And now I am using my spatula tool to kind of cover the edges. Here's another Fluid Art Co. Spoons that I got from Fluid Art Co. that you can use as well to cover the edges. They're also great for mixing, but my spatula worked just fine. I'm going to make sure I spin enough paint off. And there you saw some spots that have a lot of solid paint and pigment. So I'm using my mandala stenciling tool and just making some squiggly lines just to add some definition and composition. There's no right way to do this, just whatever it will look aesthetically pleasing in your design. So that's what I am doing, and they do look really pretty. You kind of wreck it. That's what they call it. So I have spun off enough paint, which is good, and now I will leave this for drying. And next will be my white cell activator. Here I am layering my white cell activator. I layered my paints and pigments in the same order as I had underneath my black cell activator. I am blowing down and doing my circular petal blow to stretch the cell activator out. I also did some tiles in the reverse order where I started out with a layer of golden dioxazine purple, followed by this little Piggy pigment Deja Vu, then Quinacredone Magenta, and then this little Piggy pigment Lakeside, and finished off with Amsterdam Greenish Blue. I'm giving this a good spin right now, and I will share the wet and dry resin results at the end of the video. A lot of people prefer the black cell activator or any other color to paint in their cell activator, but I happen to really like the white cell activator. I feel like it's very underrated. It does give a lot more lacing along with the cells, which I think is really, really pretty and beautiful. Here I am making my squiggly lines for composition and design. I will let you guys enjoy the rest of the process. Here are the wet results of my coasters. As you can see, it makes a big difference by just changing the layering of the paints and pigments. These are the black cell activator coasters that I did, followed by the white cell activator coaster set that I did, which has a lot more lacing, and they both have really pretty peacock cells. I will share the resined results next. Well, everybody, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Thanks for bearing with me with my camera angle. I will definitely work on that for the next video, so thanks for bearing with me. But I did want to share my resined results of my coasters. So here is the first one with the white cell activator that I did right here. See all the lacing and the shimmer from the TLP Piggy Lakeside. And the next one is where I changed the layering of the paints and pigments. I used the same colors, but you can see that one little change made a huge difference in the composition and the colors. Still really pretty. And my next one is the black cell activator. They turned out a little bit darker than what I was expecting, but still they look really nice, especially with the coat of resin. And here's one where I changed again the layering of the paint and pigments. There you go. If you would like to learn more about the Shelee Art technique, I highly recommend that you sign up for the Shelee Art E-Course. I will list the website below of where you can sign up, and you can also use my affiliate code and save 15% by signing up. Shelee Carruthers is an amazing artist based out of Australia, and she is the creator and pioneer of the Bloom technique. Once you sign up for the e-course, you have access for life. So if there are any changes or any updates, you have that access. Plus, it is extremely, extremely affordable. So I highly recommend you sign up for it because it tremendously helped me. Along with access to the e-course, you will have access to the Shelee Art members group. This group is amazing because if you have any questions or concerns about your blooms, or any paint questions or any pouring medium questions, you can get your question answered there really quickly. Someone is on there to answer your question. Plus, I have made a ton of friends on there, and it's always fun to see what other people are creating throughout the world. The e-course is also very detailed oriented and has everything broken down by country. So you will have a lot of options as far as brands and materials go. So again, I highly recommend you sign up for that, and I will have everything listed down below in the description box, along with all the colors that I used, and of course the ratios of my pouring medium and the cell activator will be listed down there as well. I really appreciate you all stopping by today. Please like, subscribe, and share to my channel. I greatly appreciate it. But until then, guys, stay awfully awesome. Until next time.